What's going on, guys? Welcome to Talking Pigskin Week 12 Thanksgiving edition. Last week I went 2-3 with my picks. It was not something I would expect. I was feeling pretty good about the Buccaneers pick, but unfortunately, Tom Brady is the new Jameis Winston. I didn't get the memo. Guy keeps on throwing interceptions with the Buccaneers. Not something that any one of us would expect from Tom Brady, but hey, here we are. It is what it is, but they're still 7-3, I believe, or 7-4. They're still in a good place, so it's nothing to worry about down in Tampa. But we have very good games coming up this week, starting with actually the fact that I'm going to preview one of the games from tomorrow, and I'm calling it a good game. It's not because it's an actually good game. It's because the NFC East is on the line. That's right, we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys hosting the traditional Thanksgiving game against the Washington football team, who are also 3-7. Alex Smith is a feel-good story. The fact that he's back and playing well, he threw for over 350 yards just a couple of weeks ago. It's unreal. Gotta root for someone like that who's defying all odds. Ron Rivera has been battling cancer off the field and coaching these guys very well. The football team is not terrible. They're actually decent. We just don't know if they can actually go to playoffs and win a game. Because the NFC is so damn bad. We all know that. The Dallas Cowboys coming off a good win against the Minnesota Vikings, where Andy Dalton didn't look terrible. He did get better, coming off the injury. The Dallas defense has been playing better, but it's still, they're both 3-7. It's a very shitty matchup here, but it is for the division, and it is the Dallas Cowboys, and it is Thanksgiving, so I'm going to pick the Cowboys to win the game tomorrow. Moving on to Sunday's game, this game was originally scheduled for Thanksgiving night. Yes, I'm talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Baltimore, taking on the Ravens, and I think this is going to be a tough adjustment for the Ravens, just because they have so many people on the COVID list, and right now, they're not in a good place. 6-4, I believe, or 6-5, and Lamar Jackson hasn't been playing well. This was my fear coming into the season, that we all know what Lamar can do in regular season, but when he gets to postseason, what is he going to change about his game? But now, you don't have to wait till the postseason. That fear is already here. He's not playing like the MVP Lamar Jackson we saw last year. People seem to figure him out. He has to get better production of the wide receivers and from the running game. I know both running backs are out, Dobbins and Ingram, so I think Gus Edwards is going to run the ball a lot. But Pittsburgh 10-0. This team is firing on all cylinders. Big Ben is playing lights out. That offense is clicking. That defense, I think they're third overall right now. It's amazing. It's a great team. I think they'll keep this streak alive. They'll sweep the Baltimore Ravens for the first time in many years. It will be a nice change. Next game we have is the Tennessee Titans going to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. They're both 7-3. This is for AFC South. I have been picking against the Colts for the last couple of days, but the last couple of weeks, but I have to change that. The Colts are a very good team. Yes, Phillip Rivers is very shaky at times, and sometimes he does a lot of head-scratching plays, but he's a veteran and he knows how to win. The Colts defense has been playing very well. Darius Leonard and DeForest Buckner and those boys are very stout on defense. They know how to stop the run well. They're playing good pass defense as well. But here comes the Tennessee Titans, who I predicted they would lose to Baltimore last week. They ended up winning that game with King Henry, of course, running all over them. So it's going to be key for the Colts to minimize Derrick Henry. They did that last time, so maybe they can do it again. It's going to be a very good game, but I think Colts will make the sweep this year and beat the Titans. Next thing we have is the game that we are all waiting to watch this year. The Kansas City Chiefs going to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Coming off a big win against the Raiders, the Chiefs will look to continue momentum. Mind you, that offense hasn't skipped a beat. They're just firing in all cylinders. Mahomes, Hill, Kelsey, Mecole Hardman, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Even Le'Veon Bell got a touchdown. Good for him. He finally did something for a team this year. Our defense is playing well too. Steve Spagnuolo has his boys playing hard. But here are the Buccaneers. This is going to be a tricky game to pick because Tom Brady, when he gets embarrassed like he did against the Rams, granted the final score doesn't dictate that, but he still threw a couple of interceptions that he normally wouldn't. So I believe the Buccaneers have the potential to bounce back, but I just can't go against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs right now just because of the way they have been playing. The Buccaneers, with all their offensive weapons, should be better. They should be able to keep up with Chiefs with scoring, but I think at the end of the day, Chiefs will pull away and win that game. And the last game we got is Saturday Night Football, where the Green Bay Packers will play the Chicago Bears. The Bears coming off a bye week. They're 5-5. They have to turn their season around ASAP. They're only 2 games out of NFC North. The Packers coming off a bad loss against a very good Colts team. They were up 2 touchdowns at the half. Not sure what happened. Matt LaFleur has got to turn this thing around quickly because Aaron Rodgers, we all know he's great, but once the team starts going south, he needs to, he tends to shy away from the spotlight. So I'm going to hope that he doesn't do that this year. Offense has been playing well. The defense has got to wake up and play better. But I think against the Bears, they shouldn't have a lot of trouble. I think they'll take care of business. One quick programming note, the game that's going to be on Sunday between the Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers will be on your local NBC station. So yes, NBC will have 2 games this Sunday, just to, for all the Steelers and Raven fans out there. Let me know what you guys think on these picks. Guys, thank you always for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it has been a rough year for all of us. And just stay safe. Enjoy the day. However you tend to celebrate it, wish you guys all the best. And I'll see you guys with Week 13 picks next week. Take care.